With this comprehensive worksheet, I would like to show you the tax benefits out of switching your business to an S-Corp. In order to realize these benefits, though, you should be making at least $75,000 in net business income. As you can see here, I have three different types of businesses: S-Corp, C-Corp, and Schedule C. With the S-Corp and the C-Corp, you're allowed to provide yourself with a salary. In this case, we decided on a salary of $37,800. We abided with the direction of the Bureau of Labor. So, as you can see here, we have a W-2 income of $37,800 under an S-Corp. Under a C-Corp, you're never allowed to provide yourself with a W-2 under Schedule C. And as you know, we have to pay FICA, which is the Social Security and the Medicare taxes. We usually, as employees, pay our share of Social Security of 6.2% and Medicare 1.45%. But in this case, because we're the owners of the companies, we have to pay on behalf of the employee and the employer. That's how we ended up with these two numbers. That's for the Social Security and for the Medicare. On Schedule C, as you can see, the FICA is high because we paid on the total $90,000. Over here, we paid only FICA on the W-2 that we provided ourselves with. We end up with a business income of $49,308 in this case. How did I arrive to this number? I took the $90,000 that I started with, and then I deducted the wages, $37,800, and half of the FICA, which is the taxes paid on behalf of the employer. That's how I ended up with this number here, the same number in the C Corp. However, with the Schedule C, we're still on $90,000. As you know, with the C Corp, we have to pay taxes of 21%, which end up in this case with $10,355. That's how we have dividends here of $38,954. Adjustment to income. We're allowed adjustment to income of half of the self-employment tax on Schedule C. Self-employment, which is the FICA that we paid, half of it is $6,358. We arrive at an adjusted gross income of $83,642. As you can see in the C Corp, it's $76,754. $87,108 in the S-Corp. We take away the standard deduction, which is in this case $27,700 for 2023 for married filing joint. And for the S-Corp and the Schedule C, we're allowed a qualified business income deduction, which is 20% of the qualified business income. It is, in this case, $9,862 for an S-Corp. In the Schedule C, it's $11,188. How did I arrive to this number? I deducted $83,642 minus the standard deduction multiplied by 20%. That's how I ended up with this number. Taxable income in an S-Corp, as you can see, it's around $49,500. $49,000 in a C Corp. Schedule C, $44,753. Ordinary income tax in this case is $5,548 for the taxable income in an S Corp. In the C Corp, it's $1,010, and that's because we already paid taxes on the C Corp business income, and the rest are dividends. So that's why I ended up with an income tax of $1,010. However, it's $4,972 in the case of Schedule C or sole proprietorship. I want to move now to the total taxes paid in the S Corp, which is $11,331. C-Corp 17,148, Schedule C $17,689. Tax savings for an S-Corp is $5,817. In C-Corp and Schedule C, we end up in a negative number, which means that we're owing taxes. So I hope that everybody now got a brief view of the tax benefits out of switching to an S-Corp. I just need to remind you that in order to have these benefits and to be able to provide yourself with a reasonable compensation, you need to be making at least $75,000 in net business income. At Al Abdul CPA, we run this comprehensive worksheet if you're qualified to show you the tax benefits that you're going to be having after switching to an S-Corp. And also we help out with determining the reasonable compensation, and we follow the Bureau of Labor's directions in this case. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.